Hey guys, welcome back. I'm gonna do some more work on the Civic today. Finally back out of lockdown, so I was able to get a few things. So today I've got a new spoon style rear spoiler or wing that you call it. So at the moment I've got this sort of, I think it's a bit more like an EG6 stock looking one, maybe molded a bit with a spoon wing. It is a little bit rough. If you're interested in it, I will be selling this wing, so just send me a message on Instagram. So my new one I've got is here. This one is it's much wider than the other one, and this one's actually carbon. I think I paid something like $250 or $300 for it, and I bought it from China, so it's been a while that it's been actually coming over. But I think it's just fiberglass with carbon on it, because you can see here it just looks like fiberglass. Yeah, and there's a bit of an edge there where I've seen they've laid the carbon. So it's not a real spoon one, but it's pretty good copy, I would say. So gonna work on getting this wing off. So I think it looks like it's just these two bolts here and another two bolts there. I'm not sure if when you undo them, if the glass comes off or just this wing will come off. So I'm gonna find out now. So it looks like just two 10 mils. Alright, here I'm just using the electric ratchet with the 10 mil on. Just going along undoing the bolts. I didn't bother holding it just because it was sort of sitting between the hatch and the body quite well. So it actually looks quite similar. Yeah, it's just maybe not quite as wide, and this one's got a little bit more of a kick up to it. So it looks like the hatch is still bolted on through the top part of the hinge, and you will need to most likely disconnect the sprayer because it won't work with the wing, it'll just spray onto the wing. So on this new one, the fiberglass hole is a bit dirty and there's some fiberglass inside, so the bolt doesn't really, I can't even push it in because there's so much fiberglass. So I'm just going to get a drill bit and clean the hole out. So I've just got a 6.5 mil drill bit here. I'm not going too deep because I don't want to actually drill into the threads. So just going a couple mils in on each of them. Now I just got the air gun just to blow the hole out. You don't want to push the nozzle in too far because you'll inflate the wing like a balloon and blow it and probably break something. Next I just got a M6x1 thread pitch tap here, and I'm just running it through just so the bolt will go in easily. You could use the old bolt to put it in, but I just prefer to use the tap because I have one. Let me know if the lighting's a bit better here, because I got two new work lights mounted up there to hopefully help with the lighting in here. I got the garage doors open at the moment, but this light here will help me see stuff that's going on in this engine bay. I think already on camera it looks a lot better. And then the other light the same, so whatever I'm working here I've got some more light. Alright, they're all cleaned up. Can actually put the bolt in there and do it up. So I tested the bolt in all of them and they all line up. So I'm going to move on to the car. Okay, so I just got that sitting in there. Okay, so I'm just lifting up on the wing just to get those bolts started by hand. Just put them in a couple threads. Then I just got the socket on an extension so I can just do them up as far as I can. Just make sure you're doing this up even here. Then I opted to go with the hand ratchet instead of the electric one, and I'm just holding it short so I don't have too much torque on it, just because the nut inserts in the wing are only molded into it, they're not that tight. If you overdo these, you can strip it and break the fiberglass. Then just doing a small extra turn on them. If you hear any cracking, stop immediately.
So it looks like all the lines are pretty good, even this one along the top here. You can see more of how much it curves up. On the back, you can see more of the carbon under here now. Before you couldn't really see under the wing much. And when you lift it up, it doesn't get stuck in there at all. And it doesn't make any contact when it closes as well. So yeah, overall, pretty happy with how that sits. Just to finish off the JDM look, I also got this plate. I guess this is like a temporary registration plate I think they use in Japan. And at the moment my car's not registered, so I just wanted to put something on there to make it look a bit better. So it looks like the holes for this Japanese plate don't actually line up. Maybe the bolt holes are different for the Australian delivered Civics. So I'm just going to drill some new holes and mount this plate up. Okay, here I just marked my holes out before, and I've just got a 6.5mm drill bit here that I'm just making the holes with because it's an M6 bolt. Alright guys, that wraps up another video. Hope you enjoyed following along with the wing install. So just again, if you're in Melbourne area and you're interested in that EG6/spoon style fiberglass wing that I just took off, DM me on Instagram. I'm really impressed with the fitment on the wing, considering it came from China. Normally the fiberglass stuff from there, you have to put a bit of effort into making fit up. I only had to spend a couple minutes cleaning up those holes to put the bolts in, but the bolt holes lined up on the hatch and it went in. The holes didn't strip, the fiberglass didn't crack or anything, and I didn't have to make any modifications. definitely would probably consider buying something from them again. I still want to buy a carbon tailgate hatch and a carbon hood for the car as well. So you can look forward to that in the future. Okay guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you back for the next video.